In 1964, a German scientist named Hans Kornhuber sat a man in a chair, glued electrodes to his scalp, and told him, "Flex your finger whenever you feel like it." What he recorded was unexpected. The man's brain began preparing to move before he consciously decided to act. Milliseconds early, a whisper of electricity. But enough to spark a question that's haunted science and philosophy ever since. What if your brain decides before you do? You and I like to believe we make choices all the time. Coffee or tea, speak up or stay silent, swipe left or right. Every moment feels like a fork in the road, a choice made freely. But if we zoom into the mechanics of the mind, that confidence starts to shake. Fast forward to the 1980s. Neuroscientist Benjamin Libet refined Kornhuber's experiment. He asked people to press a button whenever they felt the urge, and to note the exact moment they became aware of the decision. What he found was astonishing. The brain showed signs of movement up to 7 seconds before the person consciously chose to act. It was like a committee in your brain voted without you, and then let you think it was your idea. Some scientists say this undermines free will entirely, that what we call choice is just your brain running a script and your consciousness playing catch-up. Others argue, wait, you might not start the action, but maybe you can stop it. Libet himself called it the veto, the ability to say no just before the act. It's not total freedom, but it's not total puppetry either. This isn't just a lab experiment. In courtrooms today, brain scans are sometimes used as evidence. A man suddenly develops compulsive criminal behavior. Doctors find a tumor pressing on his frontal lobe, the brain's decision-making center. They remove it, and the compulsions vanish. Was he guilty, or was his brain hijacked? The law says we're responsible because we could have acted differently, but neuroscience whispers, could he? Religions wrestle with this too. Christianity, Islam, and many others teach you choose right or wrong and face the consequences. But if our biology and upbringing shape our choices, where does accountability end and fate begin? Even culture changes the way we define freedom. In the West, choice is sacred. In the East, it's often balanced with duty and harmony. What feels like freedom in one culture might seem reckless in another. Some researchers now argue we're asking the wrong question. Instead of "are we free?" maybe it's "how conscious are we of what's influencing us?" Your brain is not a dictator. It's more like a symphony. Memories, emotions, instincts, logic all playing at once. Maybe freedom isn't about total control, but about learning to conduct that orchestra better. So, how free is free will? Maybe you're not the sole architect of your choices. Maybe your genetics, your culture, your brain, they all play their part. But within that complexity, you still get to steer, to pause, to reflect, to grow. You may not control the wind, but you can adjust the sails. And maybe that's the kind of freedom worth having.